Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your Flagstaff Shamrock 19 hybrid travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and a couple things to take into consideration. First, on your campsite, you need plenty of room for your awning to come out. Then I want you to think about bunks on both ends. I've left this one up to show you how to open it. And that's about how much room you'll need. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, just above your rear tire. And then your water connection is going to be just around the corner here on the back off-camp side corner. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Your unit comes with a power tongue jack. Night docking light, should you arrive at night, simply lower or raise the unit until it's level. Should you lose power, you do have this manual hand crank that you can put on right there and bring this up and down if you don't have power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit, that's 3/4 inch jack. Crank down stabilizing jacks. As I bring them down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Good investment. Use your 10% off coupon. Grab a 4-pack of them. Put that down and run these down just until they're taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, just give it another little half a twist. Make sure it's nice and taut. You don't want to bring the unit up. We already have our unit level. We just want to stabilize it. Got all four of those down. We can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, your big log 30 amp cord plugs in here just above your tire on your off camp side. The way these new ones go on, they go into the left and then twist to the right, and then put your black washer on there. At the end of this 30 amp, should you ever need to plug into a 110, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 15 adapter to plug into 110 power. Got your power plugged in, let's hook up your water. Now at a campsite, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. I always use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. We're going to come down here to your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point, folks, is make sure our rod and drain plugs back in there. Throw a little plumber's tape on there, not putty. Putty will gum it up. Throw some plumber's tape on there. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now, after that hose has been on for a little while, I want you to go inside and open up your water taps. Open up all your water lines, get the air out of the lines. Once you got a steady flow of water going through those, shut them off, and then you can turn on your water heater from indoors. If your water heater doesn't seem to be working, there are a couple reset valves up here. Look and see if they're bubbled up. If they are, just simply press them back in. And then here's our pressure release valve. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry camping, or boondocking we like to call it. In that case, we're simply going to fill our fresh water tank, which we will come back up to your next to your hot water heater to find. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply use a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. There's an overflow valve right here, or on the inside where you check the levels of your battery and black and gray tanks, there's also a fresh water button. Don't leave this unattended when filling it. Once it's full, put your cap back on, and then in order to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, you're all set up with power and water. Let me walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. Starting here in the front, here's your storage. Again, potable water or fresh water. Your hot water heater. Down here will be your freshwater drain. You pull that blue handle right, or that white handle right there to dump your freshwater tank. This is a flue for your furnace. Two things: make sure nothing's ever blocking it, and don't touch it when it's running. It does get hot. You have an outdoor hot and cold shower here. Again, your power. There's where we'll dump our black and gray tanks, and there's our low point drains. Continue around the back. I've already set this up here. Back there in our little docking station here. Here's where you plug in your cable, satellite. Again, city water. This is black tank flush. We'll talk about that when we're leaving the campsite and dump the black tanks. And here's where you put your antifreeze in. More storage back here. Your spare tire with a cover. Come around to your campsite. You got a porch light. Your awning. If your campsite is down at that end, which normally would be, you got your picnic table down there and it starts to rain. Simply pull down on this pitch adjust. That's going to tilt your awning and run all that rainwater this way. Keep your site drier. You can do that from either end. This will hold your door open. Come around here to the campsite. You have a couple of outdoor speakers and a porch light. That is a vent for your microwave. This is where you can clamp a TV on. You have a clamp for the TV inside that you can mount on one. It'll clip on here. Here's your cable in 110. To the right of that is this metal lip. A few things can go on there. Go into this storage here and show you this table. This table will clip on here, and in a similar fashion, this holder will clip on the bottom, and then you'll set your grill up on that. Right up underneath here is your quick connect LP. Big storage, accessible from indoors. Come around the front of the unit here, you are prepped for solar. You can plug in a solar panel there and it'll trickle charge your batteries. Come to the front, again, your batteries. Your propane does come with a cover and a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Green means you've got gas. Up underneath your propane right here is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come in important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. Another docking light up here. And let me show you how to set this up. Now these do lock with a key. Simply pull that down. Pull this one down. Get a hold of this and let it down. Don't let it slam, kind of walk it down. That's all you have to do from out here. And that about covers everything out here. Let me take you inside and show you the rest of the unit. First thing I like to point out when coming indoors is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Also coming in immediately to your left is all your control panels. This is your GP Electric solar control panel controller. All this does is keeps your solar panel from overcharging your battery. That'll always keep your battery charged up for you. I will send you a separate video specifically from GP Electric on this. Here's your thermostat. Just run through that real quick. Turn your AC on. Hear that kick on. Shut that off, it goes off pretty quick. Turn your heat on. Hear that kick on. Now you notice when I shut the heat off, it takes a few minutes for the furnace fan to slow down compared to the AC fan. Wi-Fi Ranger, there's all your info here. Here's where you check your levels of your brand new battery, fresh black and gray tank. That fresh button is one I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Water heater. Over here is where you turn it on if you're plugged into electric. Here if you're just using gas. It does make a difference. Here's where you turn on a tank heater. That's a little pad that's on your tank. It'll keep your tank from freezing when you're in inclement weather. Here's a water pump. That's where you turn that on at. You have one awning here. Let me show you on this awning. When you run it out, you only want to run it out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that bar. It will continue to run itself out and up backwards, so keep an eye on it as you're running it out. They've got to design one that stops when it's supposed to. So again, just keep an eye on it when you run it out, only run it out as far as you want to. This awning back in. You also have an awning light. And it's back in, we'll continue the tour. Set that light back off. Shut our porch light off. Got another 110 here. And close this door. So here you can apply the app, Lippert One Control app, and you can control your lighting and your awning all from your app. No slide outs on this one. You also have a TPS system. It is a tire pressure monitoring system. I'll send you a separate video on that and I'll show you where that's located in the unit. It's a really nice system here. 110 USBs next to your kitchen area. You have a self-explanatory microwave. Some one-touch lighting. Push this right in, that'll bring down your power tower. Or press it and lift. Gives you a 110 and a couple USBs. Your stovetop has a light and a fan. Your glass top here makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to high. Hit your spark and there's your flame. Now same thing in the oven. You'll turn this to light, which is this little flame here. Spark it down here, that will light it and then set it to the desired temperature. No need for a pilot light. Rock your panel light down, it becomes an oven light. So setting up your front bunk here, I found it easiest to take and remove, sorry about my hand, your bed and just set it over here to the right. This makes things easier. We're going to find our bar kept inside here. You'll have a straight end and a curved end. Curved end is going to hook in up here. Straight end is going to go right inside here. Let's see if I can show you that. So it will go in just like that, and you'll push it out. Once that pushes out, take the curved end and put it up into your metal there. And that's what you've got. Now we'll throw a mattress back up in there. And just that quickly as you got your bed. You have another bed here. I believe this rocks forward. Yeah. This will rock forward. If you do want to use it for a bed, take and bring this leg down. But this will go right down here. Roll that backwards. In this drawer, you have a clip-on light that will plug in right here. It'll give you a light. Excuse me. Or a fan. And again, that'll just clip on right there. Those will be in here. You also have heated mattress. This will plug in right down there. You have a heated mattress on both ends. Underneath your seating here is access to that drawer. You can take this, turn this to the right. That will bring your table down. Set your table on these, put your back cushions on top. That gives you another bed. Turn on your Insignia TV. And your sound system. Both have remotes. There's your TV working. Put that off. Sound system. Let's scan for a channel here. AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD, CD player, clock mode, dual zone. Shuttle off indoors, turn on outdoors. 6 presets. Nice sound system. Touch it once for mute. Hold it in to shut it off. Come to your Dometic Fridge. We'll open that up. There's your controls right back there. Freezer heat. Or freezer settings. And there's your fridge settings. Down below your fridge is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Got a handful of 15s in there, a 30 and a 40. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Again, your AC we went through. You also have a max air vent. You can hand crank open and turn that on. Coming into your bathroom. For travel, make sure that you have your bathroom shower door snapped closed. You also have a 110 with GFCI reset in here. And some plumbing to maintain. Back behind this is a little access panel. Here's your plumbing. It's all PEX now. Just keep an eye on it. You also in here have another power exhaust vent. Lastly, coming down here is your other bunk. That about covers everything on the inside. Lastly, your smoke alarm up here, right above your bed. So let's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite and close it up. Just reverse this process here. Push that in. Let that come down. Could have removed the cushion first, but let me get that back up. So I brought in my front bed. I'm going to show you how to do this back one. This back is folded in half. Bring that forward. Stand the whole thing up against the wall here. A little difficult one-handed, but I'm going to give it a shot. Once you've got that up, you can press and remove your bar. So with our bar removed and our mattress standing up, we'll come outside and lift this up. One person can do it. You just got to tuck your canvas as you go in. Be sure to lock them back up. Come back up inside. Doors and drawers. When leaving, I like to say, make sure all doors and drawers are secure. Nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. In this drawer down here is the TV mount. You can put on a TV to go outside. A brand new water filter. A hook on for your sewage hose. And your TST system. Bunch of paperwork. And of course your remotes. I like to come to my control panel and shut off my interior lights. That way I can see any lights I may have left on. Again, secure that shower door. One touch and all lights are in. Look outside, porch light, shut that off. Step light, shut that off. Exit our unit. Now the biggest thing on these is to make sure that this door is all the way open before you lift these steps up. See, my porch light's still on. There we go. Because you don't want that to catch on it as it comes in. You see it comes pretty close. Set it in here. lock and deadbolt your exterior door. You don't want the horror story of your door coming open going down the road. Turn that over. Your door is secure for travel. At this point, we're going to bring up all of our stabilizing jacks, unhook our power, our water, and our cable. Come back here to your low point drain. We're going to dump those. If you are out dry camping, dump your fresh water tank. After you make sure your water's done, go ahead and pull up on this pressure release valve. That's going to get the remainder of the hot water out of your hot water heater. Then you can pull your drain plug. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Hook up a 10-foot hose that comes with your convenience pack. And the first thing we're going to do is pull our black tank. That's going to be your handle here on the right. That's going to dump your sewage. Now you can listen, see if it's still dumping. Go inside and press your black tank button. That'll tell you if this is done dumping. Once it is done, leave that black handle open. Come back here again with your water pressure regulator and hook up to your tank flush. Hook the hose up at the dump station, again, with your black handle open, and let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Once that's done, remove your hose. Make sure all that washout has finished draining, then close your black handle. And pull your gray handle over here on the left. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out. Once it sounds like that one's no longer draining, close that handle, remove your sewage hose, and conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right in your bumper. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Shamrock for many years to come. Happy camping.